Greetings, I'm Carl Sagan, and I'm standing in for my good friend Howard Phillips Lovecraft, who had to step outside. He thought he saw a fancy frog. Today's question was rather flatteringly addressed to me personally, from a viewer who wanted to know whether or not I require the same diet of 10 times my body weight in sugar to maintain my reanimated status, much as Howard claims to need. I want to take a quick digression and say how much I appreciate Howard's language. Specificity is the soul of narrative, and as a writer, Howard is very specific. He is not a zombie, a ghoul, a revenant, das Vampir. He always describes himself as reanimated. And I think there's something rather marvelous about the implications in that term, reanimated. It implies that prior to his death, Howard was animated. And indeed, this notion of being animated, it suffuses how we talk about life in the cosmos. The idea that we define the state of being alive, not through the material tissue that makes up our body, not even the cognitive capacity of our minds, but that life is defined as motion, as velocity, animation. Now, of course, we are all of us that are subject to the laws of gravity and physics in perpetual motion, but those who are animated have the capacity to move themselves and be moved. And I think there is something truly profound in that. It may just be a quirk of linguistics, but I note in certain liturgical traditions they will talk about a distinction between the quick and the dead. And given how, for many of us, there is a sense at times in our lives that we are stuck, that we are treading water, that there is no motion, I think there is a great deal of comfort to be found in the fact that we are defined by movement, the capacity to take our relative position in space and change it, to seek, to go out, to move. It is something that gives me profound hope, and I hope that it helps you as well. Now, as to this question of how much sugar I ingest, I would say no more than the regular person. No, the only thing that I put into my body in copious, if indeed excessive quantities, would be various recreational pharmaceuticals, which, while it may not do anything for my reanimated status, much as in my original life, it certainly makes things more interesting. I've been Carl Sagan. Be well.